y'all doing in here?
We're smoking reefer, and you don't want no part of this shit.
You're smoking reefers?
Yeah, of course we are. Can't you smell it?
Smell it.
Okay.
Smell it. Smell it.
Okay.
Smell it.
Like a slice of butter melting on top of a big old.
I want you to take the Frankenstein shit, the deer shit, the green monster, the bling, and the bling bling. And I want you to roll it all into one joint.
No one's ever been brave enough to try that.
One man is. Roll it.
Hey, welcome to Jazz Cabbage. We're recording here with DropTent Podcast Network in the Nerds with Words studio. What is going on? It's pretty hot out today. What's up, Adam? How you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's up? All right, so on the way over here, I was thinking about
Hold on.
to what?
Again, hey, this is Jazz Cabbage.
Oh, do it again. I said that before, didn't I?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome back to Jazz Cabbage. I'm your host, Blaise Gigekis. My Instagram is Blaise G Comedy. Yeah, so go check that out. Just got that up and running. It'll be fun times over there. So I think that's a sufficient intro. So anyway, on the way over here, I was thinking about video games because I'm super into video games. I like my big games right now. Apex Legends, pretty sweet. It's 3-person, 3-squad setup. No solos, no duos, no quads, just threes. It's pretty sweet, but and it's free to play. But the thing that I find most annoying in those games is they have something called microtransactions. It's another game by EA. EA makes that game. They also make the Battlefield franchise. They make Madden. I'm sure they make a bunch of other games, but those are the games that I know for sure that they are involved in. All those games pretty much have microtransactions. So what a microtransaction is they come out with what they say is supposedly, besides with the exception of Madden, which is they have Ultimate Team where you buy players and stuff, but we're gonna ignore that for right now. We're gonna go over Battlefield and Apex Legends. And so they have a bunch of microtransactions. And what a microtransaction is, I know it's taken me so long to get to this point, is they have things that they say are just cosmetic that you can buy, but most of the times you need to buy those things with real currency, which I think is, kind of fucked up. Especially in a game like Battlefield where you paid $65. Well, I reserved Battlefield 5 for, I don't know, like $80. I got the good one because I love Battlefield. I think it's sweet. But yeah, so you got to pay with real money for just cosmetic things, and it's actually really quite frustrating in those games. It's really annoying, and I've had enough of it. Especially like I keep harping on Battlefield 5, but seriously, that shit pisses me off. Especially because with games like that, the microtransaction is so expensive. It's like $25 for 1,000 coins, but each skin costs 1,200 coins. So you need to spend like $20 just for a stupid skin. I think that's fucking absurd, and EA needs to fix that shit. And the thing with EA, with Madden specifically, is there's always glitches in that game. They never fix it. I remember it was like Madden 14. Was it called 14, Adam, or 25? I can't remember.
I don't remember which year was Madden 25 or not.
Do you remember hearing about the pause glitch? Do you remember that? When you play, okay, so when you play someone online, if they pause the game and then hit continue before you hit continue in the pause menu, it just freezes the game for forever. So they can keep it. Remember, there's like a 30-second time limit. Well, with this glitch, they could keep the game paused for forever.
I do remember that,
dude. I was beating this kid once, and he like turned the ball over and I won. He paused it, and 5 minutes later I messaged him like, "What are you doing?" He's like, dude, I'm on my PS4 now, so you can like wait it out if you want. I'm like, dude, you're such a dick. That's like where most of my losses came from in that Madden. Dude, and I actually got scammed once for all my Ultimate Team cards by like this fucking little kid, man. He he like messaged me and he was like, dude, your team's pretty dope, but I know how to make all those, like, I think I had like all 92s and above. He's like, yo, I know how to make all those 92s into 99s. He's like, you just got to trade me all your players that are 92 and above. And then he didn't even really explain it, but I did it, dude. And I had this one card. If you remember, they used to do this thing where, I don't know if they still do it because I don't do Madden Ultimate Team anymore after that scarring thing with that little kid, but they used to have a card. It was like the golden ticket card. And you remember that golden ticket? I think, so it's where the fans get to, like, or one fan makes the card. Is that what it is? They make all the attributes for the player. I think that's what it was.
I think that's what it was.
And I had a 99 Harrison Smith, who's I think he's the free safety of the Vikings. I had that golden ticket card or whatever, and that card was worth like 1,000,000 coins in that game, which can like change your whole team if you get 1,000,000 coins. So fuck that kid if he ever happens to listen to this and he's like, I'm the guy who scammed him. Fuck you, dude. Seriously, I was so angry. And he was like, oh, I'm also an Eagles fan. I'm like, dude, how you gonna rip me off, dude? We're like the same fandom. You don't do that to other Eagles fans. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, So yeah, back to Apex Legends. Yeah, that game is sick, man. It's a lot of fun. I know that people watch, people will play online, like what's his name, Ninja or Shroud or any of those guys. Those guys are insane. It doesn't get as crazy for you as the player as it would for them because they're guys who like, get like 20 kills a game or something like that. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, Apex is a Battle Royale game. That's where you jump down with 100 other players. In this game, it's 60, but in PUBG and Fortnite, it's 100. So this game's 60. And you got to loot and get all your stuff. So you start with nothing but just your fists. And you got to run around, get all your shit, and try to kill everybody else in the game. It's pretty sweet. And the ping system is obviously being copied by a bunch of different games now, which is kind of annoying, dude, because I understand the need to copy other games and stuff, but you guys, all these games, they don't even try to hide it, man. They just steal, and it's crazy to see so much copying in games. But yeah, then a lot of the great games that came out recently. One of them was Assassin's Creed. That one, I still haven't played it. I downloaded it 4 times and deleted it 4 times to make room for other games. I still haven't played it. But my brother said the campaign was dope. With those games though, they're really well written. It's more like a movie, I guess, than a video game. Kind of reminds me. My dad used to play Tomb Raider in like 2001 on PlayStation 1. He was obsessed with that, and it's funny because he would say things like, wow, she has a good body. But if you think back to the graphics in 2001, they were all like cubes. There was no like shapes. There was no circular shapes. It was just like triangles and stuff. Real pixelated. Hilarious, Dad. Yeah, and I used to play Ghost Recon with my dad. Those were fun times. We did play missions together. Kill terrorists. In the, I forget what country that takes place in. It's a foreign one, obviously. Well, and Three Mother's Home Front, that one was domestic. But yeah, so video games, fun shit. It's funny that when, because a lot of times when you're on the same team, dude, people will talk shit to their teammates, which is absurd. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a lobby and guys who are on the same team are roasting each other. Dude, I was playing with this kid once, and I was playing with him before, so it was myself and him, and then the third guy was random. He was just some random guy, and he was talking so much shit to him. And he said the funniest thing. He said, "It sounds like you're talking with 3 rows of teeth in your mouth." And I remember thinking, dude, he was like a roast master. This kid was so funny. And he kept asking us about our dicks and stuff, which was kind of weird. He kept asking. The other kid that I was playing with was saying, like, I have a big dick, and he's like, prove it. And we were like, dude, I don't know. That sounds like you're, it turned out he was homophobic, but yet saying the gayest shit that he could to other people, which is, I mean, that's everyone on Xbox is a hypocrite, I guess, including myself probably, because, but that shit's fun though. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I didn't do much last night. When I went home, I watched like 8 episodes of Parks and Rec, and that's a pretty cool show. That chick Aubrey Plaza is my favorite character on the show. Did you ever watch that show, Parks and Rec?
Love that show. Actually, every single summer, my tradition is my third year doing it is I rewatch the entire Office, then I rewatch all of Parks and Rec.
Dude, I mean, by accident, I'm also doing that. I already did The Office.
I'm only on I'm season 2, episode 2 on The Office.
Oh, okay.
I just started doing it again, but every single
summer, you said?
Summer.
Yeah.
I'll do Office and then I do Parks and Rec.
Dude, The Office, another great show, man. I love that shit. Dwight, dude. My favorite part in that whole show is the episode where they do the mannequin training with and he cuts the face off, dude. When he turns around, does that shit, dude. I laugh so hard. But yeah, so I watched like 6 episodes of Park and Rec last night. And I didn't go to sleep till like 4 in the morning. That's why it took me so long. Hit down here. I don't even know why, dude. It's like one of those shows you can just like keep watching. I'm at the part where Andy's in London, so that, you know, there's a lot of funny stuff going on in that show right now. I mean, people who live in the Midwest must hate that show, though, to be honest, because it seems kind of like they make fun of the Midwest in that show a lot, where they make everyone super unhealthy in that town in Indiana, which I guess Indiana's in the Midwest, I think.
Indiana's Midwest.
Yeah, okay, Midwest. But they, like in the episode last night, the one guy, Rob Lowe's character, I guess is Chris Traeger in the show, he got a salad, but it was all like gummy worms and shit. I mean, maybe they understand how absurd it is, so they won't get mad. But I don't, you know, people are like real loyal to where they live for some reason. I guess if they grew up there and they never left, I guess that's why you'd be super loyal. But at some point, you got to travel out there and realize where you live is really not that cool. You know, there's a lot of other cool places like this. My favorite town probably in America is this town called damn it, dude, now I forgot. St. Augustine. Have you ever been there? St. Augustine?
No.
Oh, dude, it's such a cool town. They have the oldest, I know this probably sounds so lame, but they have the oldest schoolhouse in America. It was built in like 1535, I believe. And it's just like a 8x8 box made out of wood that I guess they just kept together, which is pretty cool. And they have a fort there, which is like the main like tourist attraction of the area. And it's made out of crushed up seashells. Which is pretty cool. And I think they said it exchanged hands like 15 times between Spain, obviously the United States. I can't think of the other countries that took it over. It's been a while since I went in the fort, just because, dude. Just back then, obviously they didn't have running water and bathrooms. So what they would do is on the base level there, because it's right next to the ocean, they would all shit in this one room, and then when the tide comes in, it like fills the room with water, and then when it goes out, all their secretions and shit go away, which is kind of gross, to be honest. Especially if you're like, you know, you got to go like right before the tide's about to come in. Everyone's been going because the tide changes, I think, every 12 hours. So that'd be a kind of a. Well, actually, I don't know what it is in Florida. I think that's what it is in Jersey, but that'd be kind of gross to be stepping on a bunch of human feces and stuff. Pretty fucking nasty. But yeah, that town's cool. I remember I was there once when I was 5 or 6, and my dad, they have like man, this is kind of fucked up now that I think about it, but they have this area where they used to sell slaves there, and they have the things. There's like an area, I guess, where the auction would take place, and they have the stocks or whatever where they put your hands in them. Maybe it wasn't slaves, maybe it was prisoners. I don't know, but whatever. My dad put me in one of those, and I remember hanging off the ground, freaking out because he wanted to take a picture. So he put me up in the thing, and all my weight's like on my wrists, and I'm like hanging there at 6 years old. My dad backs like 10 feet off to take the picture. I remember freaking the fuck out because who does that, man? It's crazy. I mean, yeah, but you know, that town, man, it's really cool. If you haven't been there, I highly suggest checking it out. And another thing I always see is we always drive by Jacksonville. It looks like an awesome city, but I've never actually been there. Adam, you been to Jacksonville?
Never been to Florida.
Never been to Florida? Really?
Yeah, I want to go to fucking, as comedian JT Haverford says, it's racist. Florida's a racist Dagobah system.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah, I mean, but you know, most of the places in Florida that you would visit are like real touristy, so it's not going to be like deep South Florida, you know, not like Tallahassee or some shit like that. So I don't know. Orlando's great. I've been there. St. Augustine's great. I've been to Miami once when I was like 8 years old. So and we were just getting on a cruise ship. So I don't even remember Miami. That probably doesn't even count. And I've been to Ferdinand Beach, which is the first exit off of 95 in Florida. That's a pretty cool town too. It's like a New Hope except they have an ocean instead of a Delaware River. And I've been to Cleveland, Ohio, Canton, Ohio, Sandusky, Ohio, actually it was a weird experience. It's the first day that we got there. We stopped at a diner to get breakfast, and there was a sign on the door that said, "How Ohio is this?" It said, the contamination of the water.
I was trying to be discreet. Hand me my weed. It's on the table. It's right in front of you. I was trying not to disrupt your story. I was just trying to buy you weed, but never mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, it's called Jazz Cabbage. So there's weed around. Oh, man. Yeah, so anyway, what was I even just talking about? I totally forgot. Oh, Ohio. Yeah, okay, so the first day we get there, we go to a diner, and on the door of the diner has a sign that says, and like I said, this is so Ohio, it has a sign that says, the water contamination thing is over. The water is safe to drink. Dude, oh my God, what kind of bullshit are they running out there? That was. It just feels like exactly what I would expect out of Ohio. There's just a lot of plains there. I feel like not like planes that fly. I mean plains where weeds grow and stuff like that. And then, so I was out there at with Cedar Point, which was a cool park. But it's a amusement park, which means that it has roller coasters and stuff like that. Whereas a theme park is more just not rides like that, I guess is the best way I can explain it. But so like Disney World is a theme park, and Cedar Point is an amusement park. Six Flags is an amusement park. Virginia, what's the one in Busch Gardens? That's kind of, I guess, a theme amusement. It's kind of both, I guess, really, because they have both big roller coasters and other rides like simulators and stuff like that would be in a theme park. So, so that was a cool amusement park, but I don't really do roller coasters that much because I know this is probably cliche to say, dude, but that fucking movie, Final Destination, that movie, because I remember, I think I was 12 years old when I first saw it, and the first one, maybe it's not the first one, I know one of them, they're on a roller coaster, and it, like, comes off the track, and since, I don't really trust, and plus when I was growing up, I guess, there was always videos in the summer of people stuck upside down in Six Flags on those roller coasters, and that would really freak me out. The only place I actually go on roller coasters is Disney World, but they don't really count because they're not. And actually, I got stuck on a roller coaster there. This roller coaster was called. Oh man, it has a Yeti in it. It's in Animal Kingdom. Oh, Expedition Everest is the name of the roller coaster. And it's kind of a new design where the roller coaster goes through a mountain and then goes up this hill, and the tracks are like broken off, and then you stop, and then you go backwards. But you are like kind of on the edge there, where the roller, yep, dude. Actually, what's cool is the depth perception of this makes it look like it's huge, and it is big, but it makes it look like a real mountain as opposed to just like a big structure. Yeah, that's the part. I got stuck right there. And that is like the edge of the mountain there. And we got stuck there for like 5 minutes. And then you go backwards at that point. So they have like a track switch inside. We were stuck there for 5 minutes. And I started figuring out how I'm going to get out in case a coaster came up from behind us. And my nephew was in front of me. And I was thinking, how am I also going to get him out? He might have to go over, man. All I know is I'm getting out. And then we were sitting there, and I heard rumbling coming up from behind me, and I was convinced that we were all gonna die, because I like kind of leaned up a little, and then I looked back at this woman, and we both locked eyes, like this is it. These are the last faces we're gonna see, man. It was scary. And then when and then I looked into it, and there's actually no possible way that they could ever collide with each other, just based on how much like technology goes into roller coasters now, with brakes, and they have automatic brakes on them and stuff now, which is crazy. Although I went on a roller coaster in Hershey Park, I think that's where they have I think that's, they have old wooden roller coasters there, man. That I don't know why anyone rides those those are so scary, and it feels like when you go over like a little hill there, it's coming up the track, dude. You don't, man, you're white knuckling real hard because it's pretty freaky, and it's not padded that well. So when you go side to side, I don't know, it just feels like that roller coaster's for little kids who can take the bumps and bruises and stuff. I feel like if I go on there at this age, I probably break a fucking rib, man. It's real bumpy. Yeah, and now they have like 50 different types of roller coasters, danglers, where you let your feet dangle, which is crazy to me why people ever go on there and leave their flip-flops on, because it seems like everyone's always losing their shoes, man. And actually, I think on the Wildwood Boardwalk, they have a big roller coaster. I think it's still there. I haven't been to the Wildwood Boardwalk in forever because I hate Wildwood, but people are always losing their shoes when I would be there when I was young. My grandparents rented a house in Sea Isle, which was cool, and the boardwalk you go to is the Wildwood Boardwalk. But the thing about Wildwood Beach is it's a mile away from the water. Like well, it's probably not, but it feels like forever, and that sand gets really hot, so you're like high stepping it all the way to the water. I hate that. And it always felt like they had seaweed in the water there. And seaweed's gross. But there's actually no grosser beach than Atlantic City. I hate that beach. I was there. I surfed there once. And actually, I don't know, dude. Asbury Park was pretty gross, too. I was sitting out in the lineup in a IV bag. Just was, like, floating by in the water. And, like, I don't know. There's probably, like, a license plate in the rocks or something. That was pretty gross, dude. It's like one of those places where, dude, when we were walking up to the beach, there was like this guy. I mean, he looked homeless, but I don't know, he might not have been. But he was just standing on the corner with a horse, and that horse was just shitting on the sidewalk. And then this cop came over, and then they were having a discussion about whether or not he had the horse there, and it just seemed like absurd. But I can tell you, the bars in Asbury and like the boardwalk part actually wasn't that bad. I thought that was pretty cool. They had a lot of live music down there, which I always like live music and bars and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then the one bar had a reggae rock band. I really like that type of music, especially at the beach. I feel like it's just so fitting there. And that was really cool. And everyone was wearing what are they, Tommy Bahama shirts or whatever, the Hawaiian style shirts. They were all wearing those, and 3 buttons were undone, because I guess if you wear that shirt, you just gotta unbutton it 3 times. Damn, dude, that motorcycle, whatever that is, loud as shit. Yeah, so that was my time at Asbury Park. Yeah, and my time in Atlantic City, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on there, but I was there when I was like 19. We couldn't even gamble or anything. We just stayed in like a weird motel hotel, but it's really a motel, but it has 2 floors, and a motel just means like 1 floor, but this one had 2. So I guess it's technically a hotel, but it feels like a motel, you know? I guess maybe it has to do with whether or not you're in a hallway to your room. Maybe that's the definition. We'll just say that. I'm just going to say it. A motel is when you can go from outside right into the room with no like barrier, whereas a hotel, I believe, has hallways in them to your room. So yeah, so hotel, motel. So we just stayed in like a hotel, motel, and it was actually pretty skeezy, if you will, dude. And then this one time I stayed. Oh man, okay. So my family has a beach house in Norley Beach, which is in New Jersey. It's right next to somewhere. I'm not gonna tell you. And I guess you can Google it, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't want you guys I almost gave the whole address right there. So anyway, it's right by like a kind of a good town, big town, kind of. It's next to Seaside Heights, okay? And I stayed, Hurricane Sandy happened. We had 4 feet of water in our beach house, so we had to rip everything out and redo it. And I stayed at this, I guess, motel hotel deal again for, I think it was $25 a night, which is what it is in the off season. That's when there's no lifeguards at the beach. And the off season is from the end of August into September, the beginning of September to It used to be July 4th, but I think they changed it to now. I think right now is technically beach season. At least it is for the weekends. Then I think after July 4th, there's lifeguards there every day of the week. So if you didn't know that and you were wondering if there's lifeguards at the beach, now you know. So we stayed at this hotel motel across the highway kind of. So we stayed there while we were rebuilding our house. We stripped it down. Had to take out all the electrical stuff. We had to bump over a wall, put in a curbless shower so my grandma could take a shower and not like have to step over a big step because her walking's non-existent, I guess, pretty much at this point because she's old and uses a walker and stuff and falls around all the time. But so we stayed at this hotel motel, and there was wires hanging down out of the ceiling, and the sink, the spigot or faucet, I guess, to the sink was so like far away kind of from the bowl that you couldn't even put your hands under the water inside the bowl, which I thought was like absurd, man. And they also had paint on like all the furniture and stuff, which it's just like I can't even believe that people stay at this place. And the gnarliest thing about that is on like July 4th weekend or something, it's gonna be like $600 to that hotel room when in the off season it's not like it's like a 1-star, half a star place. And I'm not going to name it because I actually don't even know what the name is of it. And then, yeah, one night I was staying down there with my uncle. Well, I stayed there for like a month pretty much rebuilding the house. But we went out for a beer after work, and then I just like kept drinking. And I went over to this bar called Captain Hook's, which is kind of like a local spot in that area. And they had karaoke that night, and I was there by myself pretty much. I didn't know anyone there, and I got like real faded, man. And I sung karaoke, kind of. I think I just stood there while the other guy sang the song because I was like so like embarrassed about it. Which, Adam, you ever sing karaoke? And if you do, what's your go-to song?
I like to think I'm a very good bar band singer.
Okay.
I think I'd be good at that. Because I'm not good, but I think I'd be good energy. And
Yeah, plus,
I think I have a decent enough tone. I could carry a bar like a bunch of shitty drunk idiots.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe a little Weezer.
Well, okay, Little Weezer.
Say It Ain't So, that's a good one.
That is a good one. And I
Maybe
feel
a little 90s, that's a tone to my voice.
Yes, yeah. I feel like you would, yeah. Dude, I mean, the thing about singing karaoke is even if you suck, no one like realizes it because everyone's shit-faced.
Well, karaoke's, I think, Japanese for like shitty singing. So.
Is it? Dude,
so.
They love karaoke there. Yeah, Google that shit, man. Yeah, I mean, dude, the Japanese, I feel like, well, maybe the Chinese love it too, but yeah, karaoke definitely. I feel like you see in every movie, there's like Japanese people singing that shit, but they always, I feel like, sing English songs. So that's what I see in movies.
Oh, I put karate.
Well, what does karate mean?
What does karate mean?
Yeah, hand-to-hand combat or something. 17th century and polarized via Japan. Yeah. After I can't see the other stuff.
Oh, what does?
What does kawaii mean? Let's just do Google search.
There it is.
Karaoke.
A form of entertainment offered. Oh, fuck you.
Offered typically by bars and clubs.
Karaoke is Japanese for empty orchestra. So it's acoustic.
Okay.
Essentially, it's Japanese for acoustic. Essentially.
Wow, okay. That seems like a weird kind of definition because it's definitely loud as shit when people... Dude, the worst thing... And I applaud people who do karaoke because that's actually like kind of a difficult thing to do just because you're so nervous. And singing is kind of like a real... If you really suck at singing, man, it's, you know, that's rough. But there are people I've seen do karaoke, which is actually like so bad. And I just wonder why they would do that. I mean, I feel like if you're going to do karaoke, you might like sing flat, which is fine, but you can't be, you know, your voice can't be cracking the whole time and stuff like that. Like, but I've heard things like that. But I guess people don't realize, or they forget maybe because they got like, excuse me, so drunk that they forgot. The song I used to sing karaoke a lot all the time with my sister was I guess we'd sing like harmonized kind of, I guess, which sounds kind of weird, but what's that song, Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls? That's a good one.
And I don't want the world to see me.
Yeah, Yep, exactly. I remember that song used to be huge, man.
That's a huge 90s song.
Yeah, it's such a weird video if you think back to it. He had like that weird telescope with like 18 different things attached to it, wasn't that? Yeah, or maybe he just had a regular telescope, and I'm imagining that he had 18 attachments to it. But the telescope's a weird thing to be looking through at people, you know. It's just it's made for planets, not for people. So it's, you know, kind of weird that you would fucking look at other people like that. And then I feel like, is that a big thing in New York? People have telescopes to look in other people's windows. Is that real? I don't know. They do it. They did it in Friends, didn't they?
Oh yeah, Friends is super realistic.
Yeah, that they did it in Seinfeld.
Also not realistic.
What? I have a goofy neighbor who just barges in, eats my
New
food.
Hope, bro. You know how expensive it is for fucking people to live in Manhattan. Dude, the house they had in Manhattan in Friends.
Yeah, I know. They said it's unrealistic. They're all like 24, but they have this ballin' ass apartment.
Joey doesn't have a job.
Yeah,
Chandler's like a regular dude.
Yeah.
Monica's a chef.
Yeah.
Rachel works at like an office. And they have this lush apartment. Eat a dick.
Yeah.
Ross works in a fucking museum.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I never thought, well, actually,
Joey made money at the end of the show as an actor.
Yeah, and he had it's like a butt roll the one time or something where his butt got shown, but
that was his fucking...
That was like his big break. Yeah, I remember that.
That was his big
break.
Dude,
that's a good point, man.
I know, it's stupid.
I feel like if you're like real broke and you live in New York, you probably have like rats and cockroaches and shit.
No, you just live with 7 people.
Oh, so
all right, Mr. Young Comedian. Guess what happens to young comics in New York who want to go to New York and do comedy?
They live in a box.
7 of them get together.
7 of them?
Could be.
Is it a one room or?
Yeah, it's like 2-3 rooms.
Not me.
It's
Fuck
like
that.
2 rooms, one bathroom.
Dude, I mean, we live close enough that we could commute to New York. We wouldn't have to move there.
Well, listen. There's a difference between. It's a lot easier to go to live there and every single day grind than it would be for us to drive the fucking hour it would take.
That's very true.
To get there and do it every day.
I just feel like, man, just...
Dude, I'll be honest with you, because remember, I started in New York, and even from Staten Island to get into Manhattan was rough.
You mean driving?
Anyway,
really?
Dude, driving, the ferry... There's only 2 options.
Yeah.
Driving the ferry.
Damn. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people up there. So I just feel like that would be, dude, that would just, the uncomfortability. And it wouldn't even be that there'd be 7 people. It'd just be the mess that 7 people make. That would be like, to me, that
nightmare. Especially like any type of entertainment. Not even entertainment people, but just, you know.
And how old does playing split screen on Xbox get? You know, like you want to play by yourself. Dude, I hate when people do that shit when they're like,
they don't have the money to afford an Xbox. They're not really worried about it.
Well, I already have one, so I'd like, if I was to move to New York, I would bring it with me, and then I probably wouldn't be able to afford fucking cable or whatever. Wi-Fi.
No, Wi-Fi is regular price. You know, wherever you go. I mean, they're gonna jack it up maybe like an extra $10 that they would maybe, you know, whatever. But
I know cigarettes there are $45 now.
Well, that's New York though.
Yeah,
that's not New York City. This is New York.
Oh, okay.
Or it might be New York City. Actually,
did you ever see cigarettes from Canada?
Yeah,
dude, they come in like a weird medicine looking box. It looks like a thing of Advil, but it's just someone's black along with cigarettes in it. Just kind of gross. I mean, New York, I feel like, has the highest tax on cigarettes there is in the country. Yeah. Dude, the tax rate is $4.35 per package of 20 cigarettes. Dude, that's insane. Yeah. 20 cigarettes purchased in New York City to $5.85. It's way more than that.
Yeah.
What's order?
What the fuck?
Dude, but the thing with the cigarettes is that when people come down here, to Pennsylvania, they buy a bunch of cigs to save money. I know people from New Jersey do that. They buy cigs in Pennsylvania because it's way cheaper, and then we buy gas in New Jersey because it's way cheaper, or it used to be.
Taxes imposed at a rate of 75 cents for each 10 cigarettes or fraction of a group of 10, or $1.50 for a standard pack of 20 cigarettes. However, if a package of cigarettes contains more than 20 cigarettes, the rate of tax on the number of cigarettes over 20 is 38 cents for each 5 cigarettes or any fraction of group of 5. So it's pretty much everything's taxed on everything. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, Philly has that soda tax right now, don't they? Isn't it like $3 for a soda? Well, New York has one, yeah. But I don't drink soda, so it gives a fuck.
Yeah, me either. I guess they're just trying to get little kids to stop being real fat, you know, because they drink. I guess because water at soda was cheaper than water at one point, so you could get like 3 sodas for the price of one water.
Well, unfortunately, like McDonald's is still cheaper than.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is
shit.
unfortunate, dude, because they have a dollar menu, and I feel like a grocery store doesn't. You know, you can't.
No, but like, you can't go to. But see, that's the thing, man. It really depends where you live. Like, if you're poor and you live in the middle of a city,
Yeah,
you're
I
not
mean, it
gonna be
makes
able
the
to go
most
to
sense.
like a fresh fruit place.
Yeah, that's true. And plus, I feel like if there's a fresh fruit place in a place like that,
That's what I'm saying.
it's probably not
And
gonna
if
be
they
good.
do, they're also gonna upcharge you because it's a city.
yeah.
So
yeah.
like you know, by me, I go to Tanner's,
Tanner's.
and it's like 40 cents for.
I go to Giant.
I literally get pounds of fruit and vegetables from there, and I'll walk out my bill. I'm not getting my bills like $6.
Damn, what's your favorite veggie, man? What do you go there to buy? I'm an
Well,
asparagus guy, to be honest. I think that's
it
the
tastes
most
gross.
flavored. Really, you don't like
It
it?
makes your piss taste weird.
Taste weird. Did you say taste?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm sorry, is it not a comedy podcast?
Yeah, I mean,
Are we
so
trying to be
what?
funny here?
You know how like if you do meth and you pee, you get high again when you drink the
Yeah,
pee.
Jess
It's
Reed's
like
story.
that. Yeah, it's like that.
You know,
With
Jess
asparagus.
Reed,
Yeah.
she's from here. Well,
She's from Philly?
She's from Delaware.
Oh, right. No, I knew
But
Delaware. She moved to Cali a bunch.
Yeah,
or
but
Washington.
she does a lot of comedy in Philly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
a lot
no,
of
she's
my
great.
friends know her.
I liked her. This Is Not Happening. You should check it out.
I know, it's very good.
It's very funny. She's very funny. But no, but if you eat asparagus and you pee and then it smells weird, you drink that and then you get all the nutrients again.
Yeah, I'm good though, huh?
And that's why my skin looks so good.
Yeah.
It's all
Sure.
the asparagus pee. So you didn't answer, but what's your favorite veggie right now? Mine, like I said, is asparagus. Yours is let me guess. Cauliflower. You seem like a cauliflower guy. String beans.
Peppers.
Pepper does that count as a veggie? You mean like a bell pepper?
Yeah, or jalapeno, any pepper.
Oh, dude. Yeah, bell peppers are good. Do you like green or red better? I'm a green guy.
The same shit.
Really? I think they taste different, man.
They
to be
do a little
honest.
bit.
Yeah,
One's a
I like the
little
green
sweeter.
one.
Well, my new, because, you know, I lost so much weight, so I'm trying to stay healthy.
Right.
So, I fucking, what I do for dinner is I take 3 eggs, and I just put them in a pan, a frying pan.
You cook them up.
Yeah. And
Do
then
you go
I,
over easy or do you go scrambled?
Well, that's what I do. So, I just put the 3, and then I cut up half a jalapeno. So
Oh, nice. Get
kinda
some spice in there.
Fine,
Yeah.
like a fine, not super fine, but like
Diced.
small pieces. And then I'll take red or green pepper, whatever I got, cut that up, a little bit of cheese.
So it's kind of like a Western omelet without the
Yeah.
ham, I guess.
If I have some sort of
Meat.
healthy meat, I'll put it in.
Dude, I think, did I tell you?
Salt, pepper, a little hot, not hot. If I have jalapeno, no hot sauce. If there's no jalapeno,
Yeah, well, yeah, because I think a lot of times hot sauce like overrides a jalapeno flavor. So if you have the jalapeno, you know, they're kind of like, they don't really mix that well, but separately they're good. But did I tell you the other night I think I ate bad bacon? Did I tell you about that? I threw up. Did I tell you about that?
No,
Dude, okay, so in my house we always have bacon in like a Ziploc bag. So like when you get the package, we immediately cut the package in half. That the frozen package or whatever.
Okay.
And then you put the half, you like wrap it and then you put it in a Ziploc bag and then you use the other half of the package, and then whatever you don't use because you take it all out, you put inside a Ziploc bag, roll it up and put it like in the compartment that kind of like where you would keep butter or something like that. And so I took out the plastic bag, the little Ziploc bag, and I opened it, and I thought that it smelled weird, and I think I was right, but I cooked it anyway. I thought that if it was like really hot, it would destroy like all the germs and stuff.
Okay.
So, I don't think it worked, man, because I ate that with I had 3 eggs over easy because I like over easy eggs and the yolk and stuff. And like 20 minutes later, dude, I just started throwing up everywhere. So, but I don't think that would bad meat interact that fast with your body?
It can, yeah.
It can?
Yeah,
Okay.
you
I've
get
had
sick pretty
food
quick,
poisoning
yeah.
from a gyro before, and
So
I'd
it's
rather...
called a Euro, uncultured swine.
Euro? Well, I'm not eating them anymore, so I don't give a
No, I
fuck.
call them gyros too.
Gyro? Okay. Dude, that's so funny because...
Technically, that's not.
every time I've ordered a gyro, it was probably like somebody was Greek working there, and they're like, this fucking... I'm like, give me a gyro!
Yeah, it's Euro.
Yeah.
Euro.
Yeah. Euro, I would think like, wait, you don't take American cash? They'd probably be so mad.
It's fucking American.
Yeah.
How dare you don't take fucking American cash?
I'll take a Freedom Euro. Yeah, I threw up for like 10 hours once after I ate a gyro, but that didn't happen until the next morning. That's why I didn't know that it could immediately interact with your stomach and make you throw up, dude. But it smelled weird and it kind of tasted weird. And while I gave it to the dogs though, and they wouldn't really eat it. So, yo, now that I think about it, I'm just an idiot, man. But I also was inebriated a little bit, and I smoked some
Your
Giggly
dogs
Bush.
are for sure smarter than you.
Yeah, dude. The
They're
dog,
like, nah, man, this is clearly not good. And you're like, oh, fucking over here.
these dogs don't know what the fuck good meat is.
Stupid dogs. These dogs don't have complex human brains like I do.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're retarded.
Yeah, they're looking at it and looking at me like, you're really gonna eat that? And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna eat it. And it was like kind of like browner than usual, you know. So I thought that was kind of curious with the bacon. So I think I ate some bad bacon. And the fucked up thing is that there were some slices left over, and I just put them back, dude. I didn't throw them out. But dude, I've eaten so much bad food. Probably like the one time we were at my grandma, dude. She likes to save everything, man. She's the type of chick. Do you ever watch somebody like eat the whole lobster before? You know, like usually when you get a lobster, you just eat the tail and the claws. Dude, my grandma will like eat the green stuff inside of it.
Yeah,
which
I've done that too.
it's gross, dude.
No, it's not. It's
Dude,
salty.
that's like all shit.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, dude. Maybe I just can't get. I don't know. But my grandma, like,
Dude, I've
she
eaten
like
some.
slurps it.
Listen to me. I am not a shy eater. I will try some shit.
Same. I ate a lobster eyeball before.
That's
actually,
nothing.
it was hard too. Actually,
You
which
ever,
is weird.
don't vape into the mic. Did you ever eat sheep brain?
Sheep?
Sheep brain
No,
or
no.
calf
Where
brain?
do you even get calf or sheep brain? Texas?
So check this shit out. Okay, so I'm from Staten Island. People don't know. I just recently saw like on a meme. It was on a meme page. It wasn't a meme. It was just more like a this is a cool fact type thing.
Okay.
And they say there's a restaurant in New York called Inoteca that has different
Delicacies?
different grandmothers from Italy cook their menu. Like I'm not kidding.
Different grandmas.
Like I'm not kidding. They come over from
these-
Italy. Like
okay.
like older woman from Italy who like cooking their whole
What's
lives.
the qualification to be this? Are they at least a chef or something? Or are they
No,
just
that's what's
grandmas?
great about it. They're just
okay.
fucking like I've been cooking for
Bazool.
fucking 60 years,
Yeah,
and I'm
okay.
amazing at it.
Okay.
So
food's probably pretty good.
I'm reading this. I go, oh, I've been there. That's on Staten Island. My
Yeah.
friend took me there. I know exactly this place.
Yeah.
I know exactly this place. So when we went there, and that they weren't lying. That picture wasn't. That's true. There was an old lady there, and she was awesome. And she's like, "This is the menu. This is it. You don't get the fucking shoot. Like it's
Sheep
like
ass or sheep brain,
it's
bitch?
like here's 5 things:
Yeah. What were the 5 things? Do you remember? Obviously,
Rabbit
one was
stew.
sheep brain, right?
rabbit stew, calf brain,
Calf.
regular like a chicken dish, a pasta dish, and like a steak thing.
I would have got the chicken dish.
Yeah, because
man.
you're a coward.
Yeah.
I got rabbit stew and calf brain.
How was the calf brain?
Very good. It's breaded.
Texturally, what was that like?
Like a breaded gelatin.
Really? Because I imagine, for some reason in my mind, I'm imagining eating stuffing, and I feel like that's
Kind of.
that's what it would be.
Kind
like.
of. Yeah, kind of. I equate it more to a breaded gelatin.
Breaded gelatin. What a weird combo, though. So it was kind of like slippery and slimy.
No, not really. I'm just
Okay.
trying to think of texture. You know, just
It shook like that when you shook the plate. I would have shaked the plate. Did you shake the plate?
well, it was cooked, so it's not like that. You know,
Oh, yeah, and you said it's breaded,
it's
which
breaded,
stiffens it
right,
up.
so it's
Yeah.
not like that. It was very good though, and we could eat. You won't get sick from it or anything.
Yeah, I think I had duck once by accident.
Dude, duck's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've had frog before. I had gator before in
tastes like
Florida.
Gators taste like a good chicken,
Dude, I had gator bites. It was legitimately.
Yeah, they're very good.
It might have been just chicken bites.
but it's like a finer chicken.
Yeah, it's more like tender, I guess you could say. I liked it though, man. Fuck gators, kind of. Dude,
Gator.
Yeah, dude. I saw a video. There was like a 20-foot gator. I think Joe Rogan had it on his thing though. But there was a 20-foot gator in Florida, dude. They have a lot of gators down there. Every group thing of water in Florida, you should just assume that there's a gator in there.
I know. I would never go swimming anywhere in that state.
Dude, we stay at a resort called Orange Lake when we go to Disney World, which is like 2 miles away from actual Disney World. Dude, and there's signs everywhere that say like, dude, don't even come close to the water. If your ball goes in there, just like go get it.
Let it go. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, but I always see people like right up against the water, like looking in, like putting sticks in the water and shit. I'm like,
Dude,
yo,
apex predator.
yeah, and they do that shit where they grab and roll and they spin you.
It's called death roll.
Yeah,
They do a death roll. So I just want to see someone that happen to somebody, just so I can say like fuck you, dude. Yeah, but like come on, that's like when there's shark infested waters where people go swimming anyway. Like, why would you
Yeah,
do
but
that?
honestly, and this is true, and they are way less of a threat than fucking gators are or crocs.
That's definitely true.
Because crocs and gators, they fuck you up. They don't give a shit. They're the ultimate predator. Like they will eat you. Like it's not like
They eat
sharks.
anything.
It's not like sharks are like, yeah, well they eat anything sharks, but it's like, you know, not really.
Yeah,
Gators will fuck you up.
Yeah, plus they say with sharks they don't like eating people. That's why they only take like your arm off.
Well, yeah,
and
they
they
are
don't like
starving
fish
and they will eat you.
Yeah, well,
yeah, it's like, let's not forget that's also happening though, you know? Like yeah, usually they rip your arm off and you bleed out to death.
yeah.
But you know what happens sometimes?
But they don't eat your whole body.
Yeah, you know what happens sometimes? They for sure eat your whole body. Like that's happened. So
if
you know
you're a
what?
kid, you're a goner, dude.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, dude. Sharks are scary shit.
You want to know the only two places in the world that have alligators?
Oh man, Florida.
Well, America, but
Oh, okay.
I meant like countries.
Africa somewhere.
China.
China? They have gators there? Did we put them there?
No.
Okay.
Only places alligators are only.
We trade them 5 gators for 5 spices.
Crocodiles are everywhere.
Yeah, dude. Did you ever see the sea crocodiles?
The Nile crocodile.
Dude, yo, those.
They're like 21 feet.
Dude, yeah, like a croc being in the ocean to me is like way scarier than a
Well,
shark.
not in the ocean.
No, they have saltwater crocodiles.
No,
that
but
do
they're
that
not,
shit.
yeah, but they're not like.
They made a
open-
movie about it, right? The guy was like, "Get away, croc!" Right, and the whole time they were trying to escape this crocodile. No, wait,
Lake Placid.
Maybe that was it, but that's a lake, so I'm wrong. But,
No. There are saltwater, but they're not like in the open water. Like
no, but
it's-
they're on the beach, aren't they? That's what I'm saying. Where you would go swim, you don't go swim in the middle of the ocean.
No, but I don't think there's any. Well, not up here.
No, all we have up here is sharks and skates or stingrays, whatever the fuck they're called.
Snakes.
Skates. They're like a type of stingray. They look like stingrays, but I don't know the difference.
Hold on.
Yeah, look it up.
What's it called? It's
Skate.
spelled S-K-A-T-E.
I don't know. I only heard people say it. I didn't. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Let's see. I think. Yeah. I don't know the difference between that and a stingray, but they look like almost the same thing. Maybe they don't have a barb in their tail, because I know that stingray killed Steve Irwin. Fuck that stingray.
Look at this fucking thing.
Dude, whoa. Damn, bro. But damn, dude. They're gonna eat that thing too. Look at them.
Well,
They're
dude,
gonna fucking eat that
explain to people who aren't watching what they're fucking.
All right, dude. Right now, it's a stingray, right? Not a skate. Yeah, stingray.
This is a
Dude,
stingray.
this thing is at least 10 feet wide, and there's like 15 people holding this thing up.
1, 2, 3,
it's so
4,
heavy.
5, 6, 8.
Yeah, it's so heavy that they can't even lift it out of the water. Dude, that thing looks like its nose on that last picture looked like a kind of like a Mustang
There you
cover
go.
hood.
Difference between stingrays and skates.
Okay.
Too long, don't read. Skate and stingray animals belong to the same family, Elasmobranches.
Okay.
Elasmobranchs, because they have cartilage skeletons and gill slits near their heads. However, rays are larger with stinging spines on their tails, while skates are small with prominent dorsal fins. Rays give birth to live young, and skates lay eggs.
Okay, so they're actually kind of like way different, even though it says that they're from the same. I love whoever that guy is, the MVP right there.
Sciencing.com.
Dude. Yeah, check it out, dude. They fucking thank God.
By Melissa Mayer, as of September 2018.
Yep. Thank you for that, Melissa, because you cleared that up. So I don't know what I've been stepping on in the ocean down there, but
Dicks.
yeah, kind of. It was the same consistency.
Fucking dicks.
Yeah, the same consistency. Although I've never gotten stung or anything. Thank God. I did get stung by a jellyfish in the middle of my face once.
Did you pee in your mouth?
I tried, but I had to have everyone at the beach do it instead. So, I'm just kidding. I definitely did not let anyone pee on me. I tried to pee in my hand and throw it in my face, but I tried to do it in the water, so it just kind of like was salt water. So I didn't think that one through really.
I like the logo for the podcast.
Yeah, sweet logo. We got a new logo thanks to Neil Wood. We got Jazz Cabbage. It looks pretty sweet. I like how it looks like the saxophone threw that cabbage up. I like that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Here, actually, I can show people that.
Yeah, show them. But for people at home, it says Jazz. There's a horizontal saxophone that says cabbage, and one of the O's is an actual head of cabbage.
One of the B's.
Bees. Sorry. Yeah, bees. Wow, I'm an ass. There's no O's in cabbage.
There's
dude.
0 O's in
Holy
cabbage.
shit. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a cool ass logo. I like it a lot. I'm gonna try to keep that one. It's really cool. And it's got texture in the back, so it kind of looks like carbon fiber. It looks kind of like carbon fiber.
And Neil's super talented.
Yeah, Neil's great, man. Both of you guys have been really cool to me through this whole thing, so thank you. And Neil did an awesome bang up. And I like how the cabbage part kind of, it looks like someone rubbed it, you know?
Yeah.
Someone's
I was
rubbing
watching
cabbage.
him make it. I was like, God damn, you're so talented.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's
So
crazy.
annoying.
It took him like 10 minutes to make that, I
It
think.
took him a little longer than that. But
Did it?
Yeah.
Because when I got here, it was like, yeah, I'm working on your logo. And it was like,
Yeah, it took me
I'm like,
about a
damn,
half
dude.
hour, 45 minutes, but it's really good.
Yeah, and I also like how the cabbage is outlined. I think that
Yep.
that looks awesome, dude. Yeah.
He was doing stuff with Photoshop. I was like, I didn't know those buttons existed.
Yeah, dude, I've never even opened Photoshop.
Yeah, it's
before,
rough.
so, yeah. Dude, did you ever see bad Photoshops on the internet?
Yeah. They're my favorite.
I
Like some
love,
little
like-
kid has abs.
Yeah, that actually, my favorite is girls who try to like Photoshop their body, but they do a horrible job, but still try to play it off like it's serious. And then
Yeah.
like their elbows, like it's like, dude.
The car's warped behind them.
Yeah, it's like, guys.
dude, the car's
yeah,
warped.
dude, just be you, man. It's okay to be, you know. You don't, dude. Imagine like you're talking to a chick and her pictures are all photoshopped and you don't know, and then you go like meet her for a date or something. And it's like the stunt double from Willy Wonka for that girl who like got rolled out because she ate the bubble gum. A girl like that, wouldn't you be pissed?
Yes.
I mean, it feels kind of shallow to say that, but at the same time, it's like false advertisement, man. It's like how you don't sweat the same Gatorade color you drink. I think that's fucked up, man. I think that if I drink purple, I should sweat purple. And they actually, I was gonna sue them, but they made a disclaimer on it now on the commercials because at first they didn't do it. They didn't say like you won't actually sweat purple. So, but
Because this probably means you're dying.
yeah, well, dude, I mean, or I'm turning into Thanos. Either way, that means that I'm gonna have a disgusting ball chin, but I can end the world with a snap of my fingers. So that'd be
Snap my fingers.
snap, dude. Yeah, yeah. So, and I was thinking about this actually driving here that about suing people. And one time I was in North Carolina. And we rented mopeds, which is actually, it sounds whack, but it's actually a lot of fun. And we rode them around stuff or whatever. And then we went over to this BP. And this is right in like 2014 when BP had that crazy oil spill. And they were like the biggest thing on the news.
We're sorry.
Yeah. Oops. Dude. So, and dude. So we went in to fuel up the mopeds at this BP in North Carolina, in Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. And I had the hose or whatever in my moped thing, dude, and the hose just burst and started shooting gasoline everywhere. Like it's not like, you know how when you pull away from, if someone leaves the hose in their car and they drive away, it has like a thing that will disconnect. It wasn't that. It was like the actual hose just burst and started shooting gas everywhere. I went in there and I was like, yo, you guys need to turn that off. The hose burst. And you know what they said? They didn't say thank you. They didn't say, this is what they said. We can't refund your money. I'm like, dude, I'm covered in gasoline. You guys just had one of the biggest oil spills. Like, but I didn't do anything. I just said, oh, cool. And I left. And I rode mopeds around. And we went down like 3 towns. Me and a couple of my friends went down 3 towns on the mopeds. But we had to turn around because this one kid didn't want to ride anymore. But I felt like I was in Wild Hogs, you know? Like I was John Travolta. And he was like, you know, what's that other guy who plays the voice of Woody in Toy Story? Tim Allen. He was in that movie. And other people I can't name because I forget. But that's actually a pretty funny movie. I like that movie, Wild Hogs. Pretty sweet. Although the one officer who keeps trying to get naked with them in that movie, that part's so funny when they're all naked. He rides up and gets naked and just jumps in. That would be so awkward if you. Well, first of all, I don't know. I think it'd be weird to swim naked with a bunch of your guy friends anyway. Not weird, like it's just. It would be. I would feel uncomfortable. I think swimming naked in front of a group of people, regardless of who the group of people are. You know, I feel like that would be weird. Although I have a funny story kind of about that. Back in the early 70s when surfing just caught on in New Jersey, my Uncle Joe was in like a surf club and they made like a surf movie. And they surfed naked through like they surfed naked for a lot of the movie. And I don't even know how it happened, dude, but my grandma ended up watching that surf video of his. And she was like, wow, this is a cool video, but I wonder why you guys are all wearing the same bathing suit. because they all had like a huge bush, dude. So it just looked like tan and then just like black. And she thought they were all just wearing matching bathing suits, which is absolutely hilarious. But I just feel like surfing naked would be feels like a bad idea, because they have lures and stuff that look like little fish, and I feel like, you might get something on the dick there, like something from like a bluefish or something, which would be, I don't know, dude, because I've gotten pinched by crabs on the feet and stuff, and man, that'll put the lure back in you, man. That shit, that's scary. That's scary. I always do that thing where I jump and you kind of like float through the water, like you're like in the Matrix, but you're not. You're just in the water. There's crabs. They have little crabs called ghost crabs. You can't even see them. They're like, I feel like they're really small. We used to catch them in North Carolina a lot, but they're like almost see-through, like Casper. They should just call them Casper crabs. I don't know why they call them ghost crabs. So I think you say CCs.
Casper's copyrighted.
Is it? Yeah, but it's for science.
You can uncopyright things for science.
Yeah,
I think you can. I think you can. Or at least they should, man, because the crabs are actually pretty cool. Or maybe they were just soft shell crabs that shed their shells and they were like regrowing them or something. I don't even know how that works, but they're delicious. I love eating crabs. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that the inside of crabs are like liquid form until you cook them, and then it turns into meat. Do you know anything about that?
Nope. Not really.
Nah. Do you eat crabs?
Yeah, I love crabs.
Yeah,
I just don't. I mean,
It's confusing, dude, because that would just be. I mean, I guess that kind of would make sense too. But then how would it get to a soft shell, because they have to take the shell off and then grow into a bigger shell? Then
it's not like they're cooking themselves in the thing. But dude, my family used to cook lobsters at the beach, and when you put lobsters in like a boiling hot water, they like scream. Do you know that?
No.
I mean, they don't. It's not really screaming. I think it's like the pressure. Yeah. But dude, it sounds like there's 8 fucking lobsters in there, like crying, dude. And
that's just human,
dude. I think
that's we just doing that as human beings. We're putting human characteristics on things that's not happening.
Yeah. What's that called again? Personification.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, dude. But I mean, they're still like a living thing or whatever. But how fucked up is it that like I'd be like, Grandma, what's that sound? She's like, that's them screaming. I'm like, damn, dude. The fact that she would still cook them if she thought they were screaming. Dude, my grandma's a G, man. Holy. But I remember, seeing that and being a little freaked out by it and wondering why they always had those rubber bands on its claws. But that's because although I've never been grabbed by a lobster, only by crabs, and only by crabs on the feet. Because I've never gotten it on the face or anything, because I'm not dumb enough to put a crab on my fucking mouth.
No, I would never do that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Although I used to catch crabs on this pier in the bay. It's like 2 blocks from my house at the beach. Dude, and it's really fun to take crabs and then let them loose on the pier, because people don't understand that if you just like put your foot on it and then grab it from the back, like a crab can't bend its claws backwards. Dude, but you would think
like a scorpion.
Yeah. What do they say with scorpions? Grab them by the tail?
Well, yeah, it's gotta be careful.
Yeah. Get a tattoo by a scorpion.
If you grab them by the needle part,
they
can't.
Yeah, you're right.
Unless you dangle it and they could pinch you, but who gives a shit?
Can't they just do like what are those things called when you lay out, you're like hanging off a bar and do like a sit up? Can't they do one of those?
But even if they pinch you, that's just with their pincers. Who cares? There's no poison in that.
Do you think that there's someone so baller out there that they have their nails trimmed with the pincers of a scorpion? Dude, how baller would if you?
It should be now.
Dude, yeah. Someone's got to make a movie where there's a villain in there and he's holding a scorpion, getting his nails clipped up by a fucking scorpion, dude. That would be some baller shit. I'm telling you, you're gonna make the deal, because the guy who cuts his nails with scorpion is fucking nuts, dude. That's some crazy shit. But yeah, so I used to let crabs go on the pier and watch them like chase people and shit. But usually what a crab does is it runs like 15 feet on the pier and then just jumps off the side into the water. Then you drop the basket again with the chicken in it, and he's right back in there 5 minutes later. So even if you let him go, a lot of times you'll get him right back, because they're crabs. They don't like think, or I don't know what the fuck they do, but they like murky water and stuff and piers and like grass. Areas like that, I feel like they're not out in the open a lot. Although it's weird that there's crabs in the bay and the ocean. They're probably different crabs, though. Well, maybe they're the same. I've never been crabbing in the ocean. I don't even know if you can do that. I've been Well, a lot of people fish off the water, which would be pretty crazy. Which I always hate being in the water when someone's fishing, dude, because you don't know what the fuck they're bringing close. And people say like, oh, there's not a lot of sharks in Jersey, and there's probably not, dude. But I used to have this app, a shark tracker app, and there was like a 17-foot, 16-foot great white shark that they tagged, and it was like 100 yards off of like the beach area that I frequent. So that was pretty freaky, and it was pregnant. So I don't know if great white sharks are more aggressive when they're pregnant or not, but I feel like they would be because they're eating for. Do they? I don't know if they only birth one other one of themselves, or is there?
Wait,
more?
what?
I don't like. So when a great white shark gives birth, does more than one other shark come out? Or
Probably, huh?
Yeah, because I'm trying to, and it's crazy that the any other animal, they can do animal things right away except for people. People can't do shit.
No, they say we're all born prematurely. Between 2 to 12 babies are born at any given time.
Damn. Okay, so it's not. So it's never one. It's 2 between 12.
I'm sure there's been one, but I'm sure the average. I'm sure this is the average, dude. I'm sure the average is 2 to 12.
2 to 12. So one can have one shark can have one can have 15. It's It's fucking Russian roulette out there with babies, and sometimes they eat their babies, man, which is fucking crazy, dude.
It was fucking fucked
up. Dude. Can you? And the scary thing about a great white shark is if you are, like, swimming out in the water and it's gonna attack you.
Look how big a megalodon is. Sorry.
Yeah, it's 40 feet, right?
50 feet. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
They don't exist anymore. Bro.
No, they're extinct. Well, we
don't
really know that.
Yeah,
all right. Anyway, go on.
Okay, yeah. So, great white shark. If you're sitting out in the water or something, they go straight down and then straight up.
Yeah, it's
so
horrifying.
You'll never even see it coming, dude.
You just probably feel like you get hit by a bus in the middle of the water. That's
yeah,
probably what it feels like.
Dude, and everyone always asks me when you're surfing, does that freak you out? No, until like,
it freaks me out.
Dude, I've been sitting out there waiting for waves for like 5 minutes because sometimes there's like breaks and sets and stuff, and sets come in like 5 to 6 waves at a time. That's what makes up a set, and they'll have planes with like banners on them advertising things, and there's always a Shark Week one, always, every time. And then dude, I've been sitting there and you see that thing go by and then you move a little bit and you see your shadow move in the water next to you, dude. I've like almost shit myself because of that, but it's just me. But yeah, I mean, I've never even seen a shark though surfing. I've only seen little sand sharks. Probably the biggest one I saw was 3 feet. It was dead and it rolled up on the beach, but it might have been 1 foot because I saw it when I was like 7. I thought it was kind of like a big shark. Although I was surfing this one time and a family member of mine was like surfing out there with me. He was like, dude, don't freak out, but there's a 6-foot shark right there. And I was like, dude, get the fuck out of here. What do you mean don't freak out, dude?
But imminent death is standing behind you.
Yeah, dude. So my biggest rule with surfing is don't be the furthest one out. You know, because I feel like if a shark comes, it's going to go for the person that's the furthest one out.
That's bro science.
Yeah, Hey, dude, I don't know.
Some real bro science.
Yeah, so I always look to make sure that I'm not the furthest one out. So when he said that, he was about 10 more feet further out than me. So I was like, okay, well, if that shark is obviously next to me, but it's going over to him because he's the furthest one out. And everyone knows that sharks eat based on distance from the ocean or from the beach, you know. So if they come up to you and you're 10 feet, but your friend's 12 feet, they'll eat the guy who's 12 feet before they will the 10. That's science, man. I saw it on Bill Nye.
Sure.
Yeah.
He also doesn't think genders exist, but go on.
Wait, genders don't exist, right? Isn't that the rule? That's what we're ruling? This cup, me and the cup, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, crazy shit. Although, dude, I mean, I grew up on Bill Nye, though. Dude, I remember his shit was, dude, like getting stoked as shit when you're in class and the teacher wheels in that thing with the TV on it. I always got like real stoked about that because I knew then I didn't have to do any real work, which I was, you know, fuck doing. And actually, dude, I totally
fuck real work.
Yeah, dude. Yo, but I didn't realize, man. But I guess I never did my homework in high school, and I forgot that I never did my homework in high school. And then I started hanging out with this kid again, and he was like, out of nowhere, dude, one night I think we were like drinking. This was like 2 years ago. He was like, dude, why did you never do your homework? And I was like, dude, I don't even remember not doing my homework. But he said every time we go in the class, the teacher, apparently it pissed him off that I never did my homework. And
I'm sorry, but Neil just made your logo even better.
Oh, did he?
I can't put it up now because I would have to stop everything. Or I don't have to stop everything, but it would fuck up all the camera angles and shit. But I'll show you.
Oh yeah, dude.
I can show people like I'll just hold the phone here. Yeah. So what the fuck
is this?
Check
out this logo, Neil with the killer.
Nope,
man.
that's the old one. What's it? I'm 9.
There it is. Pretty sweet, yeah. I like it. They're both good, man, but that one I like too.
This one's really nice.
Yeah, he's
Sweet.
He's the guy, man. Damn, I didn't realize how good he was at that.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, totally, dude. That's an awesome logo. I'm happy about that.
We're at an hour and 5.
Okay, well I think that's enough for today. It is, yeah. I think that's good. So thanks for checking in the Jazz Cabbage, seeing what's up. We're with the DropTent Podcast Network, and we're recording in Nerds with Words Studio. You can
if you guys have a podcast and you're interested in joining the network, if you're in the Philly area, or just if not in the Philly area, shoot an email to jazzcabbagepod@gmail.com or nerdswordspodcast@gmail.com. No. Do either jazzcabbagepod@gmail.com or do DropTentPodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, get in touch with those guys, man.
DropTentPodcast@gmail.com, but we'll talk.
Yeah, they got this good studio, 4 mics. It's awesome, dude. I highly recommend it. And also, you can check out my stuff at Blaise G Comedy for Instagram. Instagrammy.
We just got you a little Chiron thing for the screen. We'll add that later, too.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So
we'll have everything set up.
We're getting it up and rolling over here at Jazz
Second
Cabbage.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll reinstall these when we figure out when Lipson lets you on.
Yeah. When they decide that I can have a show. Then
dude, I'm almost gonna switch. And they piss me off. Whatever. Okay. That's something to talk about later.
All right. We'll sign out of here. Thanks, guys.
Bye.